now here we are actually making a living at something that I really didn't think that I'd be making a living
Now, how important is like Los Angeles to an actor?
at. That is controversial, I would say, to say the least. It's
Okay.
not as important as it used to be.
Okay.
And we can thank COVID for that.
Right.
So prior to COVID, auditions were always in person, right? Hey, we're looking for somebody to play, you know, this part in this movie. And since most movies at the time were being shot in LA, then if you needed to audition for a part, you had to be in LA to audition for this movie. And so because of that, everybody that even thought about being a serious actor packed up and moved to LA. But
Okay.
then when COVID happened, and when I first started acting, I was going to my agent's office to do auditions. They would bring the casting directors would come to the office, but I was doing mostly commercials, and so the agents would come, or the casting directors would either come to the agent's office and we'd audition there, or the agent would videotape our auditions and send them to the casting director. But so I got my experience doing in person auditions. But when COVID happened and we were quarantined, they switched it and kind of cut the agents out of the equation as far as recording of videos. And they just said, "Hey, we're now introducing this thing called a self-tape audition." And they were like, "So, however you're cooped up in your house anyway, so however you can, you know, build a makeshift studio, and here's the script. Do the audition in your studio, in your house, and email it to us, and then we're going to forward it on to the casting director." And so that became a thing, and my auditions were better because I had my entire experience was for social media was recording myself, so I was used to doing that because I only had yeah. I didn't go back to. I mean, people still do in person auditions, but the vast majority of auditions are now self tape. There'd be a Zoom uh, or some version of Zoom, and so because of that, I can audition for roles in LA without having to be in LA.
That's
And then if I get cast in the part, then I fly to LA and do the part. I've done several. I mean, I'm based in Cleveland, but I've shot all over the country. I mean, I've shot commercials in San Francisco, LA, movies in Chicago, Pittsburgh. You know, it's and all of my auditions happen here in my studio.